Hello, my name is Mekenzie DeKorver, and I currently live at 3700 East Deerfield Road in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. I am a senior at Central Michigan University, studying child development and recreation, specializing in the therapeutic recreational aspect. Question 1. Please introduce yourself and describe the setting, time of day, and what you do to relax. Well, as I stated previously, my name is Mekenzie DeKorver, and I am currently 21 years old. I am the youngest in a family of 5, and originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Currently, I am on the campus library, and it's roughly 7 p.m. I have a very busy day and a very busy schedule during the semester, and I work really hard to take personal time for myself in order to relax. Something that I love to do is go to the gym. I enjoy physical activity, and the gym has always been a place for me to relieve stress in like a positive manner and a productive manner at that. Another way I relax is by listening to music and reading devotions or reading my Bible. These are ways for me to like regain reality and just kind of grab the world again and just really tune into my personal self and relieve some stress. These are ways that I found very useful during my time at Central, and I know that I can always count on them. Question 2. What piqued your interest in the field of child life, and what did you do to learn more about it or explore the profession? Well, when I came to Central as a freshman, I had the mindset that I was definitely going to become a physician's assistant. But I guess that all changed my sophomore year. I was sitting in a lecture hall, and a girl started talking about her experience in child life, and I was instantly intrigued. I ran up to her after class, and I was like, I need more information. Can you tell me everything you know about child life? Give me all this information that you have. And I knew that it was going to be that field for me. I immediately joined into the RSO we have on campus, the Child Life Student Association, because I wanted to gain more information and talk with people who were going into the same field for me. I quickly learned that I'd be able to combine my passion for children and my interest in the health professional field, as well as my background in recreation, all into one thing. It was that like missing piece that I needed in order to complete my puzzle. Through the organization that I joined, I was able to attend a conference that was by the Great Lakes Association of Child Life Professionals, and it was in Akron, Ohio. I was able to further my education while going to this because I talked with professionals, and I went to different like techniques and various programs that they held that were teaching about possible treatment plans that we could be going through. We also were able to network with a lot of individuals who have gone through the program and were in the field of child life at that moment, or individuals who were going through it, and then there were some who were just like us and were just trying to gain more information about it. Since we don't have a child life program at Central, using these different resources were very beneficial for me, especially the Child Life Council website. It gave me the classes that I should be taking, and after talking to my advisors, I kind of made a plan on how I could promote my success within the child life field and really be eligible to sit for the exam. One of the classes that I took was called Children in Hospitalization, and it was taught by Lindsay Hearing. She gave us a lot of valuable information that I was able to implement all of the information that I've learned previously in my courses into action during these classes. I was able to combine everything that I knew into child life, and it all made sense finally. It had a purpose, and it gave me hope for myself as a child life specialist in the future. Question 3. What is it about the Children's Hospital of Michigan specifically that makes you hopeful for this opportunity? I'm hopeful for the opportunity because at the Children's Hospital of Michigan, I know that I'll be able to expand my knowledge and have that opportunity to work with various members of your multidisciplinary team. At DMC, you guys are recognized as one of America's top 25 hospitals due to your pristine care that you give, and that's inspiring. It's going to push someone to be better, and it will push me as a professional to work my hardest, ask questions, and be very active within my learning. After researching many different hospitals and talking with individuals who have completed the experience, I knew that DMC would be that fit for me. And this hospital provides the highest quality of care because the child life professionals work directly with your medical care team. Through the experience, I will be able to be offered so many different opportunities for educational growth. And working directly with your certified child life specialist, I'll be able to ask questions and grow and put everything that I've learned within my courses into practice, including observing art therapy, comfort positioning, deep breathing exercises, being able to grow tremendously, not only as a student, but as that future child life specialist. Question 4. Tell me about a time you made a mistake while working with a child. How did you resolve the situation, and what did you learn? A mistake I made while working with a child was making a promise and not being able to fulfill that. I've been a mentor through a program called Kids Hope USA for the last 4 years. It is a program we have throughout my church, and I am with a child who's labeled at risk. One weekend I promised him that we would be able to go bowling and we would get lunch afterwards, but then life happened and I had to cancel on him. And I guess I didn't really understand that to the point, because for me it was nothing. I knew that we'd be able to go again or we'd be able to reschedule, but for him it was just one more person bailing on him and one more person breaking that promise and one more person letting him down, and I never wanted to be that person for him. With everything that's happened to me this past year, I realized that life is very unpredictable and we have no control over it. After explaining to him that I was extremely sorry for my mistake and how I should never promise something that I couldn't withhold, or hold my end of the bargain, I learned a lot from this situation. He forgave me, but I grew professionally as I now compare it to working with children in trying situations in a hospital. I hope to give these children hope and strength, but promising them something that I physically cannot give them or deliver is unacceptable. I also grew personally. It opened my eyes to know how much a simple promise can mean to someone and how devastating that can be if it's not fulfilled. The mistake that I made with him really changed my outlook on life and all of the factors about it as well. I now think about that situation and how I felt knowing that I let him down, and that will be something that I will 100% hold onto, because it changed me as a person and it changed my outlook on all of it. Question 5. As a Practicum student at CHM, you will have the opportunity to work with a variety of cultural backgrounds. Tell us how you have demonstrated empathy and or advocacy for families who have limited understanding of English or a different cultural background other than your own. Well, I've had many experiences with individuals of different cultural backgrounds through my work with Global Brigades and as a tutor for students in South Korea. While working with Global Brigades, I travel internationally during spring break to provide communities in Honduras with the basic sanitation and sustainability that they desperately need. Even though I have conversational Spanish and I can get by, I'm not fluent by any means, and that has been a huge language barrier between us while we're in country, and it's definitely created obstacles. Through this experience, though, I've learned that verbal language is only one way of speaking, and someone must use body language and that nonverbal communication, because it's very crucial in order for it to be respected and in order to get your word across. Another thing for me is that I'm a huge advocate to not use a child as a translator. As I have been a tutor for the last 2 years for children in South Korea, I've been teaching them English, and throughout my experience, I have learned that even though the child may have a background in English, the parents primarily do not. And trying to communicate with them about a schedule change or things that may be going on in his or her tutoring is or can be quite difficult if I'm unable to do so through a face-to-face conversation through Skype. But I have to find an alternative way in order to get that communication across, and that should not involve the child. That's not their responsibility or their job. This is something that I take into great consideration while working with a child, especially in a hospital situation, because you have to understand that individuals are going to have a different cultural background. They're going to have different language barriers, and not looking at this as a problem, but rather just trying to find a solution that would be most beneficial for them. And using a child as a translator is just not okay. It's not their job to discuss that information to their parents, and you have to find a different way of communication that is going to be beneficial for everyone within the family. And that will be something that I definitely am an advocate for during my time, because respecting people on who they are is what makes our world so great. But thank you so much for this opportunity, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Have a great day.